Hello, everyone. This is my first ASMR recording. Some of you may have seen on my blog that I offered to record an ASMR version of one of my major crimes fan fictions. Over the last couple of weeks, I have let you vote on which fanfiction I should record, and you voted for the Christmas fanfiction called Angels We Have Heard on High. Another thing that I like to vote on was the style of the ASMR recording, soft spoken or whispered, with or without triggering sounds. Most of the voters requested a soft spoken recording with ASMR triggers, so that's what I'm going to record today. Originally, I promised a video, but I am still undecided on whether or not I want to expose my face online. I know there are other alternatives, but I am still considering them, and therefore, for the time being, this will be a recording only. However, I have designed calming nebula wallpapers that you may enjoy looking at while listening to this recording. For those of you who haven't read my fanfic, it's a scene that I felt was missing from the episode Acting Out. In this story, Andy gives Sharon a small Christmas gift during the squad's Christmas party. So let's begin. Sharon was quite unsure how she managed to forget taking the miniature Christmas village out of storage, but she was glad that Ricky managed to retrieve it from her storage locker and built it in the middle of the major crimes break room. Bending down, she inspected the details. Truth be told, she could understand Ricky's fascination with festive diorama. It was beautiful and Christmassy. She could still remember how Ricky and Emily used to gather round the scenic Winterland display and make up stories about how Santa and the elves would visit Oliver Twist, Nicholas Nickleby, Little Dorrit, and other Dickens characters whose houses were in the miniature village. She remembered how she used to make hot chocolate with whipped cream for the three of them, and they would sit on the big old couch in their living room, dressed in their Christmas pajamas, with only the colorful Christmas bulbs lighting their surroundings. She would read them one of their many holiday-themed books. The Night Before Christmas, A Christmas Carol, The Nutcracker, and The Polar Express were all among Emily and Ricky's favorites. They would sing carols together and eat gingerbread cookies, and when the three of them started becoming sleepy, they'd go to Sharon's king-size bed and sleep there together. Merry Christmas! Andy's soft voice came from her right and drew Sharon out of her reminiscence. She turned to look at him. His face was lit up, a serene expression on his face. I got you something, he said, and handed her a small box. Sharon felt his fingers brushing against her arm as he placed it in her palm. She looked at him for a moment, her jaw dropping open, and then she looked at the box. It was a forest green box, decorated with golden and red mistletoes and it had a sparkling green ribbon on the top. Sharon felt the blood rushing to her face. Her cheeks must have turned a deep shade of red to match Baz's green dye-pack face. They could probably make great holiday live mannequins, she thought. Open it, Andy said. Andy's voice was warm. Sharon gave him a little nod and removed the lid from the box. Looking inside, she saw a silver-colored angel on a link chain. She picked it up and inspected it. It was a beautiful angel-shaped tea infuser. The chain had a couple of round purple gems and small chiseled silver beads at the end. Thank you again, she managed to utter, for this and for bringing Christmas to the station. It was my pleasure, Sharon. After all you've done for me, you deserve to be happy, Andy said. Sharon placed the tea infuser back in the box and looked at Andy. As soon as their gazes locked, she could feel her insides melting, her chest filling with a fuzzy feeling, and her brain turning to mush inside her skull. Her gaze descended to his lips, and she felt her own lips tingling with need and her mouth watering with the craziest desire to throw him to her and kiss him senseless. Her hand moved to his chest on its own accord, and as soon as she caught herself in the action, she lifted it, which resulted in an awkward, adorable, affectionate pet. She mumbled, feeling her knees going weak, shaking her head to express her gratitude and stupor at the unexpected gift, and if she was honest with herself, unexpected feelings too. She caught the sight of Rusty and Emily talking outside the break room. Excuse me, her voice shook as she spoke, and her body already turned away from him as he shrugged a confident and all too adorable, "Sure, thanks," she said, and left the room before she could do something stupid in front of everyone. The green box still open in her hand, comforting and scorching the skin of her palm at the same time. She'll need to address this thing between them, she knew, but not now, not today, not until she was ready. The only thing she was ready to acknowledge at the moment was that she had a lot of angels in her life, and one could never have too many angels. The end. So, this was the story. And before I finish this recording, I would like to tell a short anecdote related to the episode and to my fanfiction. So, when the episode was aired, I noticed that Sharon held the gift box in her hand after she spoke to Andy. It was my headcanon that Andy gave it to her. I made a post about it on Tumblr with screen grabs. Then I decided to write the story that I just read you. And a few weeks later, I had the amazing chance to ask James Duff about it on Reddit. And he replied that Andy gave Sharon an angel ornament for her tree. So I thought it was sort of funny because in my story, he gave her an angel tea infuser. My personal headcanon pretty much turned to canon. Also, while writing the story, I had to decide what the gift was. Originally, I thought it would be an angel ornament. However, eventually I decided to go with a gift that I felt was a bit more original. And I decided gave her a tea infuser after James exposed what was in the box. I thought it was pretty cool that I guessed it in advance without really knowing what was in it. Of course, looking at the size of the box was helpful for me to determine what was in it, but still. So, this is my first ASMR recording. I'm going to make more ASMR recordings or videos in the future. This one was fandom related, but my future recording will probably be more general, so ASMR listeners who are not familiar with major crimes can enjoy them too, because this kind of videos is aimed at people who specifically listen to ASMR videos and not so much to fandom. What I would like to also say is that your feedback means a lot and will help me improve my future recordings. So please take a moment and leave me a comment. I am open to suggestions and recommendations. Still, I would like to request that if you choose to leave a comment, please be kind to me as I am a first timer. And in conclusion, I hope that you enjoyed this recording and that you found it relaxing. I wish you a great day and sending you all my love, peace, and light. Bye bye.